Hi, everybody. All right. I know I didn't give you fair warning, but I'm just seizing the opportunity with all my kiddos occupied to talk to you about a topic that I've wanted to talk about here for a little while. I'm going to pull up my notes so I stay right on track. I do want to point out behind me here, do you see these papers? They're on my wall. They are something I came home to the other day all over my room, and I have to tell you about them, guys, because it's the cutest thing my kids did for me. When I was out the one night, I had like a rough day, and they knew it, and I was just struggling. Don't we all? I was trying to be honest and upfront with them. That's the backstory. And I come home after having something that evening. I don't even remember what now. And they had put on my wall papers they made all over the room, and it says this top one says, I can't get my arm in the right place, some of the things that we love about you, and then it says love and my kids' names. And my second oldest put this one down here. It says, I know you can't read it from here, I love you because you love me too. And there's stuff all over the room. They're everywhere. It was in my laptop, in my shower, like everywhere. They stuck these papers that they created the drawings for and created the reasons they love me. You guys, it was a moment for me as a mom. But anyway, so I will treasure them, and I may never take them down. And they're going to be in the background of my videos now because I'm so encouraged by them. Oh, they're not perfect kids, but they're pretty darn cool. All right, so here I am today to tell you why I believe healing from Lyme and chronic illness and autoimmune, all of that. I just wrote Lyme in the title, but all that, I believe it's possible. Let me get my hair out of my face and get down to business. And here's why. I think I have about 4 reasons or points why I choose to believe this, and I will probably not ever bend on my belief in this, but I want to say up front that I welcome discussion and feedback and questions and all of that good stuff, as I always welcome that in my videos. But this one I know is a controversial topic in that a lot of people very much don't believe that this is something they can get better from. I think if you're in this group where I'm originally recording this, but I'm going to be putting this out on multiple platforms as well because it's important information for people to know. I think that if you're in this particular group or following me in any capacity, it's because you likely share my views in this way, I hope. If not, we may not agree on a lot of things then about the healing journey. But at the end of the day, I am doing what I'm doing for the holistic healing community in general because I believe in healing. And that's why I use the term holistic, because that's also a point I'm going to be making. I believe it's not one size fits all, ever. Nothing in science or medicine typically is. So whether you want to, and I'm also going to say this to actually really quickly, if you're catching this one on YouTube, because I'm definitely putting this up there as well for everyone to tune into, please, please, please like and subscribe. And if you're catching this live, go ahead and give likes and comments and hearts and share it if you can, because that just helps everyone have access to this content. And if you're on YouTube and liking and subscribing, it helps you get access to content in the future. And I don't want you to miss out on that. So moving forward, I do want to say, not to split hairs, but I believe that remission and fully healed are both maybe interchangeable. I'm not sure, but I'm kind of referring to that land. I definitely think remission is possible. And what if you experienced permanent remission, right? To me, that's as good as fully healed. Can you ever get rid of Lyme in particular completely? Or can you ever completely get rid of autoimmune stuff without ever risking a flare up again? Maybe not, but I think once you have the tools, it is possible to maybe never have to really deal with the severity of it again. Maybe never any of it again at all. I do think that's possible. So I'm not trying to split hairs about the term healing, because I do think that Lyme kind of maybe is never fully gone from your body at this point in time. However, could it be? Could it be fully gone? I choose to believe that's totally possible too. I definitely hope for that and dream of that. And believe in at least a remission that could last a lifetime too. So that's what I'm shooting for. And I choose to know that. So I choose to vote that victory for all of us. I do believe relief exists and long-term relief exists. How about that? And that's what I kind of mean by the term healing. So without further ado, first thing is I believe that we were designed and created for greatness, purpose, and perfection. Okay. I do come at life from a spiritual place. I'm a Christian. I have certain values that I hold true. And I have to say that up front because I realize that not everyone else comes from that place, and that's okay. But I know without a doubt that creation wasn't on accident or by chance or without cause and without intention. And so because I believe that, I immediately can approach healing from that place. And that is truth in my book. That is undeniable truth in my book. Now, if you don't believe this, I think this is a place to start. Understanding that there is purpose and meaning behind why we're here and what the purpose of human existence even is. Now, I know that's a deep, deep thing, but I'm just touching surface level for the sake of saying that this is part of why I believe healing is possible and, in fact, warranted and, in fact, desired and designed to take place. So because I believe creation isn't an accident and that our purpose is innate within us at birth, that also leads me to believe that all things work together for good and for the best outcomes and well-being of us individually. So that is my first belief and why healing from Lyme and other chronic, persistent, nagging things is possible. Number two, because of what I believe about creation, I also believe that our immune systems are designed with purpose and intention and are created to be capable entities. Despite what you might think or what you may have been told throughout your life, I believe that we are not broken. Our bodies, healing systems, immune systems, and capabilities are not broken. They are maybe right now they feel that way or seem that way, but they are not destined for brokenness for eternity. Okay. We have to equip them. We have to do the work sometimes lots of work, sometimes long amounts of work. And it looks different for everyone. I'm not going to sit here and say that if you do these 3 things, you'll be healed. I can't know that. But we all have our journeys and we all have equipped immune systems. We just have to figure out some of the keys to making them work for us and with us and in their perfect form, right? So we are headed for our own miracles, albeit on different paths, but we're not broken. We're not destined for brokenness. Okay. Number 3, there are many options for healing available to us. And that is actually, to me, a great blessing and a great source of hope. It's not one size fits all. It's not like you just have to do these things, like I just said, and then poof, you're either better or you're not. Oh, well, good luck. It's a wide open playing field where we're even learning more and more things as we go. We have traditional medicine options. We have holistic, like non-traditional and alternative therapies available to us. We have plants and the earth and, things of nature and things that were created around us to help us. And so I believe in leaving no stone unturned if necessary, or finding what works for you. And that is kind of like a buffet of choices in front of us, if you think of it that way. Now, I realize that can be overwhelming. I choose, again, to look at it in a positive light on purpose, because that also furthers the healing goals that I have for myself. And I believe it can for you as well. Instead of seeing it as time and money and trial and error and, a great big headache to kind of figure out how to navigate. I think that sitting down with the tools and the choices in front of us and making an informed decision and having choices that we can make for ourselves, again, freedom of choice, is a huge benefit to actually enabling us to heal ourselves. We're not limited unless we're limiting ourselves. Does that make sense? So that's point number 3, and that kind of leads into point number 4 about why I think we are capable of healing from Lyme and chronic stuff. My beliefs determine my outcomes. I believe this to be true. After fighting that belief, after researching that belief, after learning more about that belief at a scientific level, actually, I will not think on things or think of things that I don't want to manifest in my own life. It is not worth my time, my energy, my output to do that. I want to put out or output what I want to receive. And this is a battle, yes, but this is worth fighting for. This is a battle worth fighting in your own mind and in your day-to-day practices. I personally use a variety of different weapons in this battle of the mind, because healing starts with mindset and with resolve to get there, despite the journey you may be on. So the tools for battle that I use include a variety of things, and just some of them off the top of my head are affirmations of truth and what you may call positive affirmations or whatever, but I tailor them, or I find one specifically to what I need to focus on in my own mind and where I need to go with my own mentality. So it varies, but I have embraced, after fighting for a long time, the use of affirmations. I have now embraced them. I do gratitude journaling specifically. Big difference in my life. I use AFT, which is aroma freedom technique, to help move through blockages towards my ultimate healing mindset. I also use essential oils to help open up the pathways in my mind and to kind of solidify the work that I'm doing with AFT, gratitude, affirmations. I use oils around all of that, and it's actually a surprisingly enhanced effect on my mindset and on my healing. So lots of benefits there. So they also help, like I just said, but in addition, they kind of make it fun, essential oils specifically, but all those things I enjoy now that I've developed practice around them. They bring positivity to my days and to my efforts when it's hard to get up and do the supplement regimen and cook the food that's nourishing and healthy and, move your body and rest your body and detox your body. And you're constantly in a place of healing your body. It's tiring and it gets old and it's exhausting and it's not always fun. And sometimes it's painful and hard and symptoms flare and you know. So all these mindset tools and working on that actually gives me an outlet too, and increases joy. It increases the level of enjoyment and fun that I can have in the day-to-day of the healing journey. So just a surprising bonus, if you haven't experienced that for yourself, give some of those things a try. Just start to implement them in little baby steps. Honestly, all those little things take hardly any time of my day, and they're just habit now, which is great. So it just also makes it really easy to stay on track mentally when you get off or when you need to pivot or when you find yourself spiraling. Those are quick tools: affirmations, gratitude, oils, AFTs. They can be quick tools that you can just pull from instantly to redirect. So highly recommend. So you guys, that is it. Those 4 things are the key cornerstone reasons as to why I believe healing is possible and doable. And when it's not easy, when it's hard, when it's discouraging, come back to this, come back to me, come back to your support circle to remind you of why you're doing this and what you're shooting for. Remember, you are created with a purpose. You are designed for greatness, and healing is your birthright. Now, let's go get it. Enjoy and embrace the journey with me. Cheers, friends.